Hi, guys. Welcome. I'm Ashley, and I love the 49ers.
And I'm Nicole, and I love the Chargers.
And we are touchdowns
and tight ends.
We are not experts.
But we are very passionate.
Super passionate, especially after a win. But we'll get into that later. So what are you drinking today, Nicole?
Oh, you know, that H2O.
Oh, in a Chargers cup.
In a Chargers cup.
I need a 49. I have a 49ers mug. I just got some strawberry Perrier.
We need to go to a 49ers game and get a cup.
That's true.
Next
Cheers.
year. Cheers.
So it's been a week. I feel like we just talked to everybody because we did a live on Friday and now it's Tuesday. So that's at the closest, I think. And this is super last minute. So if anybody joins us, thanks. And if not, that's also okay. Go ahead and watch it later.
And once you do join us, remember to subscribe, like, follow us on Instagram as well. So
and click the little bell so you know when we go live. So we will keep it pretty short and sweet this evening. What are we going to talk about today, Nicole? Week 10 and our games.
Well, the first thing we can talk about is running into each other at the Chargers game, which was pretty rad. So I didn't even know. I mean, so you guys have a friend that has tickets and he's friends with your husband, right?
Yeah. So we're just like couples friends. So we're friends with him and his wife, and they have season tickets. And Kyle's gone to quite a few games with them. This is the first game I've got to go with them. And so it was kind of weird being at the stadium not with you. Dude, I know where to go in your section. I know where the bathroom's at. I know where all the food's at. I know where the micheladas are at. I know how to get in and out of the stadium from your section. Dude, put me in the 300s and I was like, I don't know where I'm at.
This is not my territory. I don't know where I am. I know it was so funny when I ran into you and when you guys came back to the seats with us, it was like, okay, now I feel like I'm home. I'm good.
Oh, as soon as I sat down, and their seats are great too. Don't get me wrong, but I go to all the games with you. So as soon as I sat down in your seats, I was like, huh.
All right.
This is why.
Yeah.
Cool to have both experiences, you know?
For sure. I know. I'm bummed that I didn't get to go up there and make it, but I had to watch the game. And that was a game. That was a loss that I didn't expect. But like we mentioned before, I can't predict anything anymore. I had somebody comment and say that they were so pissed at the Chargers because it lost them their parlay. And I'm like, well, anything you think the Chargers are going to do, bet the opposite, because that's probably what's going to happen. And I feel like that's just the way it is for the NFL right now. We got a couple people that joined. Hey, David.
Hi, David.
We made the Rams into sheep. Oh, we'll get to that. You guys own the Rams, just like my boy Dean here. His team owns the Chargers. Hey,
Hi,
Dean. Yeah, not good. Wow, Pats are 6th seed.
They are. Actually, I just looked it up right now. Yep.
So we deserve to lose that game. There's certain games that I leave and I'm just so upset and in a bad mood because we should have won, right? Or there was one stupid play that we should have won. Dallas is, to me, we should have won that game. I was so angry when I left the stadium because I do believe that the refs won that game for them. New England was another one that, I walked away okay leaving because we didn't deserve to win that game. But yesterday's game, I don't know how we can be consistent. And I know that we've talked about this before, and our TikTok and everything else. If our teams want to make it to the playoffs, I'm not even saying Super Bowl anymore. If they want to make it to the playoffs, there has to be consistency. And I don't know what's going on. We couldn't even hold the ball. I mean, yeah. Mike Williams dropped the ball. The best thing about that game to me was the dance that Roundtree did when he got the touchdown. It was his first touchdown in his NFL career. And then he had that little dance. There's already a meme about it. So that was the best part for me. Eckler had an okay game, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah. You know what I realized is I think we did a poll. Would you rather go to the game or watch the games on TV? Going to the game is awesome. I'll tell you what, though, I don't pay attention to like half the shit I should be at the game because there's so much
going on
around me that I'm like, oh, I think I definitely pay better attention when I'm watching it on TV.
Do you even if it's your game though?
I feel like I've paid attention to like every Chargers game. So I don't know if this one was different because I was trying to like get down to your seats and get up there. And then I was with somebody who's never been to SoFi and she was a Vikings fan. And so I was trying to like give her like the experience. I think I became like more concerned with like, is she having fun versus like the game, you know, where like when you and I go, we're like, okay.
You got to
like,
watch. Yeah.
We got to watch.
I mean, we'll step out for food and drinks and things like that. But for the most part, we're just sitting there watching the game. But yeah, that girl, her name is Katie, right?
Yeah.
She was so sweet. I'll tell you what, though, the best part about the Vikings were the fans.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everyone was so nice. Everyone was so nice. And they had their Minnesota accents. And like, it was a good experience for sure.
Oh, yeah. And there's a good amount of Minnesota fans there too.
There was. It wasn't the way it's been with like the Raiders and the Cowboys. I think it was, I would say probably 40, 60 Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there was a couple moments where they had their like skull clap and, you know, doing that. But for the most part, no one in my section was screaming, you know, when the Chargers were on the field. No one was booing. Like it was a normal game. Like that's the type of game I wish I would have brought the kids to. It's just it was a family vibe.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Next time.
So speaking of consistency,
I would like the 49ers to be consistent with what they did last night.
That was the best. That was such an upset. I mean, I watched that game so intently and it was, I mean, you guys started right out the gate so strong and you never let up. Like it was flawless.
That was our 2019 Super Bowl team right there. That is what they reminded me of. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, get it down the field, own the clock, right? And I'm like, dude, that was the least stressful game that I've seen. And if you remember, like all season, I've been talking about like, where are our big plays? Like every time I watch us play, it's like, God, like we're doing nothing. And we had 2 interceptions in the first quarter. So and a pick six. So we went from having 2 defensive interceptions for the entire season to 4 in that game. So we doubled it just in one game, you know? And as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, the 49ers aren't playing today. Like they came out here to win. And I was nervous going into this game. I told you, right? Like we've beat them the last 4 times, but they added Von Miller, Matt Stafford. I wasn't worried about Odell. There's no way he was going to learn the playbook in a day.
I don't even think OBJ touched the ball, and Von Miller.
They threw the ball to him, and Jimmy Ward intercepted it. Stafford threw it right to Jimmy Ward. I don't know where the fuck OBJ was at, but
yeah, that I don't know what happened to the Rams. I mean, I'm super glad with the outcome of that game. You know, I'm glad that you guys won. The Rams need to pump the brakes a little bit. I think they're getting pretty big heads and, you know, maybe that's affecting their play, but I don't know what happened to them yesterday. I feel like you guys just completely defeated them and crushed them. And it was kind of like they gave up.
Yeah. I know like with Woods being out, that was probably, you know, hindering in their plan. Like I think I heard one of the announcers say that McVay wanted them to move quickly in the huddle and get out there, but they couldn't because OBJ didn't know the plays. So they had to like tell him the plays before they could line up, which kind of stops your rhythm, right?
Yeah, but even Stafford, like even the way he was throwing, it wasn't
overthrew how many passes?
Yeah.
He looked like Stafford from the Lions, huh?
Someone said that today. They're like, oh, he was looking very lioness.
I took some notes. I mean, that was, again, we looked really good. If the 49ers can keep playing like that this season, we have a playoff shot. We're only half a game away from being the 7th seed. So we still have a chance. But I just took some notes. So a couple things. You talked about the opening drive, 18 plays, ending in a touchdown. Odell should. You guys don't want Odell, dude. I actually don't think
want him.
Good. God, dude, he's about to drop off my fantasy team.
What's up, Aaron?
Hi, Aaron.
There you go. Woohoo. We busted their ass, Ashley. Now let's beat the Jags. And this win means nothing if we lose to the Jags.
Yeah. Well, the Rams lost to the Jags last week, and then they lost to us this week.
So you're just going to beat both.
Yeah. What else? So Jimmy Ward had 2 touchdowns, I think. Oh, no. Not Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Garoppolo threw 2 touchdowns. Jimmy Ward had those 2 interceptions. One of them was a pick 6. What's exciting? This was our first home win game in over a year. If you remember me talking about it last week.
Yeah. How many games was it? Like 13 consecutive losses at home or something like that?
It's been like 393 days. Matter of fact, do you know who our last win at home was against?
Chargers?
The Rams.
Oh, really?
That was the last time we won at home. It was the last time we beat the Rams.
And you guys have beat the Rams 4 times?
5 times. This is 5 times now in a row consecutively.
Oh,
so we've swept them the last 2 years, and then we play them the last week of the season.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting.
And you play them at SoFi, right?
Yes.
Are you going to try to go to that game?
I don't know.
What's the date?
I have to leave for Colorado, I think, the next day. I think that's January 8th, and I have to be in Colorado January 9th. Not like I haven't done it. I went to that playoff game in Santa Clara and then flew to Colorado for work the very next morning. So,
I mean, if I'll try to swing it if you want to go.
Let's put that on the back burner, and maybe we do that.
Could be fun.
I don't know if I want to go hang out with Rams fans.
No, we'll hang out with 49er fans.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of them. Let's see. So Kyle Shanahan said he wanted to run the ball 40 times. He's done that, I think, 15 times in his career. They ran the ball for 44 times last night. It's a lot. 156 yards. Dude, what about that fake field goal? That fakey. What did you think of that? When the Rams went to go kick a field goal and faked it and tried to go touchdown?
They couldn't get anything right. Like nothing. That was so funny though. We had some friends over last night watching the game, and it was just like, are you kidding me? Like, what is like nothing went their way.
I was okay with it. It's not like they were an injured team.
Aaron, I definitely was doing an awkward white boy dance after the game. I think everybody that's a Niners fan was just so relieved after that game.
Yeah. And now it comes down to consistency, which is what you said though, right? Because it's like, cool, we won one. Can we do it again?
We're going. Yeah.
Exactly. And the back half of our season, I don't think is like too challenging. I think the biggest challenges we'll have are probably maybe the Vikings. They're not awful this year. Maybe the Seahawks. I don't know. And then the Titans and the Rams. Yeah. But again, everything else can be upset. Did Russell Wilson come back on Sunday? He did, right?
He did. And that, that was a pretty big upset to me. Green Bay, 17-0. I'm not sure what happened there. I didn't watch that game, but
yeah, me neither.
Yeah, there was a few upsets. I think one of the biggest ones was definitely the 49ers and the Rams, right? Which is a good thing. But you guys needed that, right? You needed that win to get back on that momentum. And again, like we keep saying, consistency, as long as we can be consistent. But at this time in the NFL, I don't know what consistent is anymore. I mean, it's every other week. It's something crazy. David says, about time we get back to running the ball.
Yep. And
then Dean, if Niners would have lost, I think it would have been good to see what y'all got in Lance going forward.
I think they had a package drawn up for Lance to play last night, but because Jimmy was on such a roll, they were like, we're not going to mess with the rhythm, which I think is smart. I think they're going to keep working packages out for Lance like throughout the season. And if it works, it works to get him in there. But if the quarterback's hot, if the hand is hot, you're not going to mess with that.
Exactly.
And Jimmy looked good last night.
Aaron.
We'll check that live stream out.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted. My dog is trying to get food. I was actually positive and because you're the 49ers won. So now you're in a good mood. It changes everything.
Sure, guys. Nicole's like, you want to go live? And I'm like, yeah, dude, we won. I'm all right this week.
Yeah, it's just consistency.
If
That's
our
all it
teams
is.
could win on the same week, that'd make for a good live.
I know, what the heck?
Maybe next week.
Because we're 5-4, and then you're 4-5,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So we still have time.
Yeah. You guys, I think, are the 7th seed right now in the AFC. But I feel like there's a lot of teams that are at like that 5-4 area. Like
Mhm.
the AFC is
Our-
crazy right now.
Our whole division, now the Chiefs are 6, right? Because they won yesterday. But the Raiders, Broncos, and us were all 5-4 or 5-3. It's very close. It's too close.
Yeah. Well, and the Cardinals lost on Sunday too, right?
Yeah. So big upsets. Cardinals to Carolina, right?
Cam Newton came back and said, "I'm back, mother effers."
He said, "I'm back," and he went in for that touchdown. Oh, that was awesome. Dallas 43 to Atlanta 3. Dallas redeemed themselves. They went in there and they're like, "We had a terrible loss last week. We're going to go and kick some ass."
Yeah.
Seattle, Green Bay, Kansas City, and Raiders. I'm not surprised that Kansas City won, but 41-14. Are the Raiders as good as everybody thinks they are? I mean, I just don't see it.
There's a lot of issues in that organization right now. And I think if all those issues didn't happen, maybe they would have been. But you think about losing a head coach. They've lost like at least 2 players this year, right? Like that are like done with the team. Like there's just a lot of issues. Now on Sunday, I believe there was like three games where scores got into the 40s, right? Because like the Bills.
So Dallas, Kansas City, and the Bills.
God, those are high scoring games, man.
Really high scoring games. Yeah. And then Washington beating the Bucks.
Oh, that was an upset right there. We didn't watch it because we were at the game, but I heard Tom Brady like went in for like a 1-minute press conference and dipped. Like he was pissed.
I feel like everyone that did the press conferences this week were in such bad moods. Like even McVay, I mean, he was just like, whatever, we lost, moving on, next. Like didn't want to talk at all. I don't know. I think I would probably have been the same way. If that was me.
That was a tough loss. McVay used to work under Kyle Shanahan, right?
Yeah.
So
Aaron, I've had people say I'm negative and not a critical thinker because I'm a critical YouTuber and have super high expectations. Okay, I'm done. Go follow Aaron. Go follow 49ers.
Everybody follow 49ers First Takes. Aaron's great. Follow him on Instagram and on YouTube. And we like the new logo. We were just talking about making ourselves into cartoons for a logo.
We need to do something. We need to figure out this content, this logo, all of it. After 2022, we're going to have it all dialed in. Getting there.
2023. Give us another year to figure it out.
2023. Let's be optimistic. All right. So let's go into the predictions, right? So I predicted that we were going to beat the Vikings. I really wasn't worried about it at all. So it's kind of the same thing with New England. I really thought we had that one. What did you think that you guys were going to beat the Rams?
So I put that. Yes, I did. Because if you remember, I predicted that we'll beat them both times because that has been what we've done the last 2 years. But this one in parentheses also said maybe a loss.
Okay.
But we won. Okay. So right now we're at 4-5. And I predicted us to end. What did I predict us to end? What did I say earlier? 11-6.
11-6, yeah.
So we can lose one more game.
Yeah, same. So I said, what did you say? 12-5?
Yeah.
So we can lose one more game. That's it.
No pressure.
No, none at all. I started off so strong.
You guys play the Steelers on Sunday, right?
So we play the Steelers. This was another one that I wasn't concerned about. I'm still not super concerned about it. So Roethlisberger had COVID last week, so he was out. They're saying that there's a chance that he won't play again this week. And then I think Claypool he's out right now, but I don't know if he's coming back. There's a couple other of the players that are out on COVID now as well. But then I just saw today that we have Jerry Tillery and Joey Bosa, who are both out because of COVID. Apparently, Joey didn't get vaccinated and he was in contact with somebody. So he has to wait 5 days and then they test. So there's a chance he could play, but we'll see. If it's Mason Rudolph as the quarterback and we can't win that game, then there's a whole nother issue.
Look, I would just say don't put anything behind these backup quarterbacks because they have been showing up this year.
So Detroit with Rudolph played Pittsburgh played Detroit with Rudolph this
And they
week.
tied.
They tied. I didn't watch the game because I was at the game, but I watched the highlights and all the memes afterwards. And, everybody that was here watching the game told me about it when I got home from the Chargers game. And apparently it was the biggest shit show. Like nothing went right. Kicks were just going all over the place, like picks here, dropping the ball, this and that. I'm just like, what happened? And so, 16-16. I mean, if to the Lions, if that's the same team we're playing on Sunday, it's going to be a slam dunk. But
I really wanted the Lions to win.
I know. Well, hey, at least now they're not. Now they have a tie.
A tie. I thought the same thing. I was like, okay, that's better than a loss.
Yeah. Oh, Erin, I love you, ladies. Mad love. Absolutely.
Oh, we love you too.
I had an ex-coworker who was a caricature artist. He made the logo.
Oh, that's pretty
nice.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I saw someone posted, it was a 49ers fan, and I can't remember who it was, but he was just talking shit on you guys, right? Like on himself, on his own team. He's like, well, we're going to lose this. This is going to happen. This is going to happen, blah, blah, blah. And you won. So now he's like, okay, that's it. I'm jinxing ourselves every week to win. So maybe I'll do the same thing. But I didn't post any predictions about teams winning this week. And it worked out in your favor. I need to make sure I post it for me.
No more 49ers ones, though. Dude, I'm in all kinds of weird superstitions. I'm like, even when you were texting me, I'm like, I'm not texting you anything about the game until the end of the game. Like, I'm not even going to say anything about us, like, almost winning.
Why are you happy that the Chargers lost? You can be happy that the Niners won, but come on. All right. So yeah, we've got Detroit Sunday night. Not going to that game. I will be watching.
Not Detroit.
Oh, Pittsburgh. I keep mixing those two up. Steelers. Yep. So I'll be home for that one. I think you and I are going to be able to watch the 49ers game together next week, and you guys are playing the Jags. So what's your take on that?
Originally, I predicted that we'd win. I think that we could still win, but like David says right now, they're trying really hard. The Rams just beat them. So I guess it just depends which 49ers team shows up. If the 49ers
Rams beat them or the Jags beat them, the Rams.
The Jaguars beat the Rams.
Yeah.
So if the team that played on Monday shows up on Sunday, I think we've got a chance. It's also a little bit of a shorter week, right? Because they played on Monday. But my prediction, if I'm going off my predictions from the preseason, is that they're going to win.
Yeah.
So
I think they do.
Apparently we do better on the road anyway.
Maybe that's changing, but you want to do good both.
Yes. So let's see. What else would we want to talk about today? Our top 3 games we're looking forward to?
Well, there was a couple things that happened.
Some big news.
There wasn't actually this week was pretty quiet in comparison. And I know we just talked on Friday too, so there's not much that happened in the last like 2-3 days. Le'Veon Bell being released. So I used to be a pretty big Bell fan on Pittsburgh, and that's only because I would always pick him up for my fantasy. So it's kind of like the Green Bay trio to me, like Aaron Rodgers, Jones, and Adam. I would do the same thing with Roethlisberger back when he was pretty good, and Le'Veon Bell. But ever since he left Pittsburgh, I mean, he went to KC and now he's with the Ravens. He's just not doing much, and he was only there for 5 games. So I'm not sure what happened. I don't know where he's going, if he's going anywhere. I think last time last time he took a hiatus, he was like working on his rap album or something. So who knows what he's gonna do. But that happened today. Again, all these players being put out on COVID. That's just happening all over the place.
Yeah.
And then Barkley's coming back, I think, for the Giants.
Who do the Giants play on Sunday? The Buccaneers?
I just saw it. I don't know. I think Buccaneers.
That's what I thought.
So he practiced for the first time yesterday after his ankle injury. So I think the Giants are looking okay. We'll see what kind of team they become when they get Barkley back, and we'll see how long he stays healthy.
Yeah. Speaking of upsets, I won in my fantasy league all because of Deebo Samuel last night. I was predicted to get my asses kicked. And I was like, well, I ain't going to win in fantasy because you know why? Because I played the freaking Ravens defense over the 49ers defense because they're like, the Ravens are going to have a week. And then they blew it. And then the 49ers had an awesome week with 17 points. And I was like, well, I'm going to lose. And then Deebo goes and gets me 26 points. And I was like, oh. And the person I was playing the Rams defense. So I was like, this worked out in my favor. Like,
yeah, the 49ers had 18 points in defense, and Deebo got like 30.
Yeah. So,
but the Ravens, it was 4 or 5 points or whatever.
It was like 3 or 4 points, dude. So I was like, see, this is why I should just always never bet against my team. Should I just play the damn 49ers defense?
I think you told me this at the game, but did you played Brady, not Allen, right?
Yep. Played Brady, not Allen. That was a dumb mistake too.
Gotta listen to me.
I know. But I played Herbert over Stafford, and that was probably a good choice.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a...
Well, I didn't want to play Stafford against the 40. Like, I think I have a new superstition. Like, I can't play players that we're playing against. Like, I gotta bet on my own team. I can't play my fantasy players if they're playing against the 49ers.
It's hard. It's hard. My mom we're playing this fantasy family thing because she's really trying to get into football, and she has Stafford and Prescott. And I was telling her, I was like, Mom, you've got to put in Prescott this week. And she's like, well, he lost last week. And I was like, yeah, but so did Stafford. I was like, just trust me, put him in. Thank God she listened to me because
Stafford got like negative points or something. Last I looked, and I was like, oh.
How many sacks did he get?
I don't know. 2?
Yeah, I know for sure I saw 2. I didn't know.
I think one of them, when Nick Bosa got him, I think like a flag was called, so I don't know if it counted.
Oh, by the way, you need to go on NFL and vote for the Pro Bowl.
Everybody do that.
Yeah, do that. Justin Herbert.
I
actually voted for Mac Jones too, Dean, if you're still here. So you can vote for up to 6 people in each category. So
wow. Okay, I need to go do that.
Yeah. All right. So we're both predicting wins here. Maybe next week we'll be in really good moods, guys.
Yeah. If we both win, maybe we have some wine on our next live.
Yes.
Oh, nope, that's not gonna work. It's in the afternoon. Never mind. I just thought about what time we're doing it, dude. I'm just kidding.
We can do another holiday truly. Bosa. Okay. So yeah, there was 2 sacks.
Okay. 2 sacks. Yeah.
Deebo had a great time. It was so cute when he got his touchdown and when he like laid down and he just like laid like this. I was like, oh,
kicking his leg.
Right when I thought Jimmy Ward is earning bum status, he gets 2 interceptions and 1 just pick 6. Yeah.
I think that was Jimmy Ward's first game back too after being out injured. So like that was really cool.
See, it's so much more fun even for me right now to talk about your game.
You know why? Because it was a good game.
It was a really good game.
It's easy to talk about the games when they're good like that. Because there's those wins too that you're like, that was a shitty win. Like I'll take a win because it's good, but like we didn't play well, Last night was just a good game.
Well, and to your point, when you're at the game, I'm running around with you. I'm going to find you. I'm, getting food. I'm hanging with my brother, like whatever. I wasn't watching the game as intently as I was watching the 49ers game. Same. I didn't miss anything. So
same.
So Week 11
Yep.
coming up.
Mhm.
Can't believe it. Thanksgiving's next week. What? So what games are you excited about? for next
Okay.
week?
So I have my top 3 games. Obviously, I'm interested in the Cardinals and the Seahawks because it's a division game. Dude, I struggle right now because I want the Cardinals to lose, but they're already so far ahead that I'm like, frick, man. I think I just need the Seahawks to lose and keep doing worse than the 49ers.
It's not too late for the Cardinals to come down, right?
What are they,
Right?
8-2 right now?
They're 8-2, huh?
The Seahawks, I think, are
They're like 3-6
3-5 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I just need the Seahawks to keep losing.
Okay.
I'm also obviously 49ers Jags. I think every week I'll be excited to watch the 49ers play. And then the Packers and the Vikings. And I say that because we play the Vikings week 12, right? And you guys just lost to them. We've lost to the Packers. The Packers are looking pretty good. I think they're the number 1 seed right now. So I'm interested in that game just to see how that goes because we'll be playing the Vikings, I think, at home.
Is it home? Another home game?
Let me check that out real quick. Yes, it is a home game. So what about you? What games are you excited for?
I feel like every week the Chargers game I'm excited for. So Chargers, Pittsburgh. Don't think it's going to be an overly exciting game, but I'm excited to win. Chiefs, Cowboys. I think the Chiefs and the Cowboys are a really good matchup. The Chiefs brought their game back yesterday against the Raiders. They're still not the same team that they were last year or even the year before, but they were cohesive. They came in as a team. They played hard. So I'm excited about that, and because the Chiefs now took the first
one. Yeah.
So I want that back. So I would like the Cowboys to win that game. And then Cardinal Seahawks, just because, Dennis is a Seahawks fan and just everything that's going on with your guys' division. I also, in the way that football's been, it could happen, but I would really like to see the Texans beat the Titans.
Me too.
I mean, it can happen. Miami beat the Ravens, so
that was a crazy game too. Washington beat the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
What if the Giants beat them too?
Well, that makes me a little bit nervous because we're playing the Giants in December, early December. So I am with keeping the Sea Chickens basement dwelling.
Hufanga had a good game. I was excited to see him out there on the field. We drafted him this year, and then he's filling in for, I don't remember who he's filling in for, but he plays safety, and he looked pretty good. He's exciting to watch play. So
I thought Ayuk was going to have a good game. It looked like in the beginning he started out strong, and then just kind of Debo ran the show.
I don't think he had a bad game though. I do think it was a better game for Ayuk. I think he caught like a punt that he ran in pretty far, like a return to punt that was pretty good. So yeah. Let's see. So Thanksgiving's next week, guys. Because of that, there's some travel going on. I have a crazy work schedule next week because of Black Friday. So we are going to be recording on Monday next week, or going live, not recording. We're going to go live Monday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we know that's kind of early for the West Coasters, but Nicole is getting on an airplane and going bye-bye. So
bye-bye.
We just do it before Monday Night Football. That's all.
Yeah, so we'll recap week 11, talk about Thanksgiving traditions, plans, and then talk about week 12 and the Thanksgiving games and what we're excited for there. Hopefully they'll have the games on at the hotel, I think.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, so. At the bar.
Yeah, They will. They had when we were in Mexico last time, it was during the Super Bowl and they had the Super Bowl on. So.
Yeah, when I was in Mexico in January, they had everything set up for the Super Bowl also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next week, we would like you guys to join us, and we want to know what your favorite Thanksgiving dish is. That's what we want to know next week. So you guys come prepared to tell us what your favorite Thanksgiving dish is, and we'll let you guys know what our favorite Thanksgiving dish is. I got to put some thought into that.
I know, but I won't say mine.
Yeah, don't say it yet.
Mine actually comes from your family.
You know, I thought about that too, dude, because I'm like, but is that my favorite Thanksgiving one or my favorite Christmas one?
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we promised we'd keep it short and sweet. So thank you all again for joining. As always, like, subscribe, share, follow us on Instagram, touchdowns_and_tight ends. And if any of you have someone that you recommend for, branding, logos, things like that, let us know. We are in the process of some creation here. So let us know, and good luck to your teams. Have a great week, and we'll talk to y'all on Monday.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.